to shout that you are being marginalized in that same local government. And if you look at Warri Southwest, the Shekiris have been the one dominating the political system in Warri Southwest before now. Look at, I gave you guys an instance in one of my broadcasts that the Jaws of Warri Southwest are the majority. Now look at the political scenario. The Jaws of Baramatu, Isaba, Debris, and Obijo, 4 Ijo kingdoms were rotating the local government chairman with a fraction of the Shekiri kingdom in Warri Southwest. Yet the Shekiris are coming out to claim that they are being marginalized. I'm not talking about the whole of the Shekiri kingdom. Just a fraction of that their kingdom that falls under Warri Southwest local government. They are rotating the local government chairmanship of Warri Southwest with 4 Ijo kingdoms put together. And they are claiming that they are being marginalized. If we are talking about the House of Assembly membership in Warri Southwest, the Shekiris have the highest end. Their son, Honorable Daniel Mayoku, he did 16 years as member of the House of Assembly representing Warri Southwest. Mayoku did 16 good years. And they are coming out to shout that they are being marginalized. 16 good years. Now, Motimi Go is just about completing his second term, and they are saying that Motimi must not go back again. They must rotate it. When Mayoku did 16 years, how many times did you come out to call him that Mayoku, you must leave it for Ijo people? How many times did you call for this rotation? When Mayoku did the first tenor, second tenor, third tenor, and fourth tenor, how many times did you call him that Mayoku, you must leave it for the Jaws to merge this time around? How many times? How many times did you do that? How many times? So just because it's the Jaw, we have the playing field now, you want to marginalize us, you want to push it, you want to bring propaganda to disenfranchise us. It will not work. It will not work. If there should be fairness, political fairness in Warri Southwest local government, you must allow the Jaws to do the number of years Mayoku did. And of course, when it comes to Warri federal constituency and the Federal House of Representatives, you must allow the Ijos and Robos to do the number of years your Shekiri brothers did. Daniel Reneju did 12 years. And Thomas Eretomi, another Shekiri man, is about completing his second term. He's about completing his second term. Once he completes it, that will be about 20 years or so. The Shekiris have dominated the House of Representatives seat in Warri Federal constituency for about 20 years. If Thomas Eretomi completes his second term, and that same man is coming out to contest for a third term, as if the federal constituency belongs to the Shekiris, and they are coming out to say they are being marginalized, Nigerians should think. When I say the Shekiris are people without brains, some people say I'm just abusing them. I'm not just abusing them. I'm not just abusing. Just use your common sense, your logic to analyze this whole scenario. The people that are coming out to shout of being marginalized are the people that have been dominating the political system in the constituency for a very long time, before the delineation exercise was carried out. They have been the one dominating it. They have been rotating the local government chairman with 4 Ijo kingdoms in Warri Southwest. A fraction of their kingdom. Now, if you look at Warri Southwest, Warri South, they have been the ones producing local government chairman and House of Assembly member in that Warri South local government since 1999 till date. And they are screaming that they are being marginalized by the Robos. Look at Warri North, the same thing. Look at Warri North, the same thing. Now, in their press conference, I saw where the so-called speaker, the man who was reading their press release, made mention of the number of years Mayoku did, but it did not mention the exact number of years. He said yes, the Shekiris rotated the House of Assembly seat with the Jaws, and that Mayoku, after completing his tenure, why did he not mention the number of years Mayoku did? And you're coming out to say that Motimi has completed his first tenure, he's about completing his second tenure, and he wants to come back for a third tenure. We are not going to accept it. Why did you not mention the fact that Mayoku did 16 years, 4 tenures in his era? Why did you not mention that fact? You are easy to mention the number of years Motimi have been there as the member representing Warri Southwest in the Delta State House of Assembly, forgetting or refusing to mention the number of years your own Mayoku spent there, with zero productivity, zero constituency projects. So Mayoku came, he did his tenure, and he left. Why did you not mention the number of years Mayoku did? Why did you not mention it? And if you look at the whole thing, I think one area that is making the Shekiris, how do I put it, giving them sleepless nights, is the fact that Motimi Goa is the Speaker of the Delta State House of Assembly. That we the judge, when it got to our time to produce the member of the State House of Assembly representing Warri Southwest, our man eventually became the Speaker of the House of Assembly, becoming the 3rd man, the number 3 man in the state. That is what is paining them so much. That their Mayoku, while seated at the House of Assembly for 16 good years, could not even pass a bill, more or less, become the Speaker or Deputy Speaker of the State House of Assembly. He could not. But when it got to our time, God so kind, our own Motimi Goa became Speaker of the House. That is one thing that is burning the Shekiri so much. See why our person can't become Speaker. So the fight against Motimi Goa is not just about the political fairness, because there is no political fairness in this case. We have been the ones that have been marginalized. It is about Motimi Goa being the Speaker of the Delta State House of Assembly. If Mayoku failed to become the Speaker in his time, is it a crime that Motimi Goa became the Speaker? Did we, the Jaws and Robos, or particularly the Jaws of Warri Southwest, tell Mayoku not to become the Speaker of the Delta State House of Assembly? Why the fight against Motimi Goa? Why? Why the agitations? Why are you fighting the man? I saw a publication by that Shekiri Udlom, that idiot who called himself a legal practitioner, that Robinson Ario. He made a publication calling for the removal of Motimi Goa as the leader of the Conference of State Legislatures in Nigeria. What gave you that right to call for his removal? That the man clearly said what is the truth. He came out to speak the truth, that you are calling for his removal. How? How? What the man said is the absolute truth. He just owned 6 local governments in Delta State. Just because you abused your political trickery, manipulations to subject us under your political slavery for years, you think we were not going to come out of it. We're not going to come out of it. That was what you thought. That Motimi made a statement that is capable of inciting ethnic crisis. There is nothing in what Motimi said that incites ethnic crisis than what you Shekiris have been doing. There is nothing in the statement of the Speaker of Delta State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Dennis Motimi Goa, that is inciting ethnic crisis compared to what you people have been doing. Who incited you before you started killing the Jaws and Robos? Who incited you before you started burning down our communities, our Tata community, Oton community? And who incited you before you killed those the Jaw boys and the Jaws in the Odesheki River? Who incited you before you killed Gerard Dwara in Odion Robo? Who incited you before you attacked the Obijapko in MPA, attacked the people of Okere? Who incited you? Coming out to say Motimi Goa is inciting ethnic tension. How? For speaking the truth. For saying the facts. For saying the fact. Is what you call inciting